Did you know? Some bees can fly higher than Mount Everest. Certain species of alpine bumblebees can hover at altitudes over 9,000 meters, higher than Everest's peak. Now, you might think they just beat their wings faster in the thin air, but nope, they actually change the angle and range of their wing beats, moving more air with every stroke. While most bees buzz around at just a few meters high during their daily chores, these alpine adventurers show us the true power of adaptability. Scientists believe that their high-altitude skills might help them carry heavy loads of nectar and pollen, or even dodge predators in their lofty homes. So next time you see a bumblebee, remember, they might just be nature's ultimate high flyers. Pretty cool, right? Did you know? Chicago heats its rail tracks to prevent icing. Cold weather is a nightmare for railways. Ice and snow can clog switches, stopping trains in their tracks. Extreme cold can even make steel tracks contract and pull apart. So, Chicago heats its rails to keep everything moving smoothly. One method uses gas-fed heaters like giant gas fireplaces to keep the switches ice-free. Yes, those flames you see are intentional. It's all about melting ice and snow to keep trains on time. Other tricks include electric hot air blowers, think industrial hair dryers, and electrified heating elements, which are like curling irons for the rails. Some trains even spray de-icing fluids as they go. And when all else fails, crews grab brooms and shovels to clear the way. So, the next time you see fiery tracks in Chicago, remember, it's just the city's way of fighting winter's chill. Did you know? Cockroaches are farmed in China? Cockroaches have been a staple in traditional Chinese medicine for thousands of years. Today, they're used to treat ulcers, burns, and even researched for cancer and AIDS cures. One company, Good Doctor Pharmaceutical Group, breeds 6 billion cockroaches a year for a potion called Kangfuxin Ye. Talk about a bug's life. But wait, there's more. Cockroach farms also handle mountains of food waste. These guys devour kitchen scraps, reducing landfill pollution, and after their munch fest, they become high-protein animal feed. Pigs, ducks, chickens, and fish are all saying, "Thanks for the grub!" Even the beauty industry's in on the action. Cockroach wings in beauty products? Yep, it's a thing. And researchers are exploring more uses, from diet pills to hair loss treatments. With hundreds of farms using AI to optimize breeding, the cockroach industry in China is booming. Did you know? The word used to answer the phone and to greet each other varies significantly from country to country. In English, it's a simple hello, or sometimes a yes. But did you know in Spanish-speaking countries you might hear bueno in Mexico or diga in Spain? The French keep it classy with allo, while Germans might just say ja, or even announce their name straight away. Italians get straight to the point with pronto, which means ready. And in Japan, it's the iconic moshi moshi, literally speak. Our Korean friends say yoboseo, meaning look here. And in Mandarin Chinese you'll often hear wei. Even Arabic has its variations like assalamu alaikum or simply Allah. Isn't it amazing how a simple greeting can be so diverse? What's your favorite way to answer the phone? Did you know? Every year the Japanese clear 20 meters of snow to open a mountain road. Let's check out the Tateyama-Kurobe Alpine Route. Located in the northern Japanese Alps, this scenic route is a marvel of nature and engineering. Each spring, crews tackle snowdrifts up to 20 meters high to clear the path. That's like stacking 2 T-Rexes on top of each other. The most famous section? Yuki no Otani, or the Great Valley of Snow. Tourists flock here to stroll between these colossal snow walls, a sight that's both humbling and surreal. The process? It's an all-hands-on-deck operation. Giant snowplows and rotary snowblowers carve through the snowpack with precision and skill. It's meticulous work, but the result is a road lined with staggering snow canyons. Why so much snow, you ask? Blame it on the cold Siberian air meeting warm, moist air from the Sea of Japan. The mountains basically turn into a snow magnet. Did you know? The Great Pyramid of Cholula is the largest pyramid by volume in the world. Measuring a whopping 4.45 million cubic meters, it's nearly twice the size of the Great Pyramid of Giza. But here's the twist. It doesn't look like a typical pyramid because it's covered in vegetation. When Spanish conquistadors arrived in the 16th century, they thought it was just a hill and built a church on top. Surprise, underneath was a massive structure built over centuries by the Olmecs, Toltecs, and Choluteca people. Its base measures a staggering 450 by 450 meters, 4 times larger than Giza's. While it's shorter at only 66 meters tall, the sheer volume is mind-blowing, and guess what? There are over 8 kilometers of tunnels inside which you can explore today. This pyramid was a major religious center dedicated to the deity Quetzalcoatl. So next time you think pyramids, remember Cholula the hidden giant. Did you know? There are tardigrades on the moon. In 2019, Israel's Bereshit mission crash-landed on the moon. But it wasn't just carrying tech, it had a lunar library on board complete with human DNA and thousands of tardigrades. Tardigrades, or water bears, are tiny but tough. They can survive extreme cold, scorching heat, radiation, the vacuum of space, and intense pressures. How? They enter a state called cryptobiosis, shriveling into a ton and almost completely stopping their metabolism. So what happened when Bereshit crash-landed? These resilient critters were scattered across the lunar surface. Experts believe many survived the crash, thanks to their hardiness. But don't expect a tardigrade takeover of the moon. In their dehydrated state, they're not alive, just waiting. Without liquid water, oxygen, or food, they can't wake up or reproduce. So, while the moon now has inactive tardigrade residents, they're not exactly thriving. Did you know? The stage before frostbite is known as frostnip. Frostnip is the mildest form of cold-induced tissue injury. Think of it as your skin's way of saying, "Oi, it's getting a bit nippy out here." It usually affects fingers, toes, ears, nose, and cheeks. Symptoms: cold sensation, redness or paleness, tingling, numbness, and pliable skin. Yes, unlike frostbite, your skin stays soft and bendy. If you start feeling like a popsicle, move to a warm place, shed any wet clothes, and rewarm gently. Warm water or body heat works wonders. But remember, no rubbing or direct heat. Your skin isn't toast, it's still delicate. Pain during rewarming? Over-the-counter pain relievers can help. If things don't improve or you spot blisters, discoloration, or persistent numbness, get medical help. Did you know? There is a town in Arizona called Nothing, and there is nothing in it. Welcome to Nothing, Arizona. Located on US Route 93 between Wickenburg and Wickiup, Nothing was founded in 1977 by Richard Buddy Kenworthy, with a peak population of just 4. It had a gas station, a mini-mart humorously named All-Mart, and a bar called Tain't Much Ado. Why the name Nothing? Well, a friend joked, there ain't nothing out there. And thus, Nothing was born. The town sign whimsically boasted founded 1977. Through the years, these dedicated people had faith in nothing, hoped for nothing, worked at nothing, for nothing. The town's decline began with the burning of Tain't Much Ado in 1988. By 2005, Nothing was abandoned. Mike Jensen tried reviving it in 2009 with a pizza oven and RV plans. But by 2011, Nothing had returned to, well, nothing. Did you know? The Hawaiian alphabet only has 13 letters. That's right, just 13. 5 vowels, A, E, I, O, U, and 8 consonants, H, K, L, M, N, P, W, and the okina. What's that now? The okina is a glottal stop, like the pause in uh-oh. It's a consonant, too. The order is special, too. Vowels come first, then consonants. And pronunciation? Hawaiian vowels are clear and consistent, unlike those tricky English glides. The W sometimes sounds like a V, depending on the vowel before it. Tricky, huh? Developed by American missionaries in the 19th century, the alphabet was slimmed down to match the Hawaiian sounds perfectly. And don't forget the kahako, a macron that lengthens vowels and can change word meanings. Just 13 letters, but oh so powerful. Did you know? Pitot tube is what measures the speed of supersonic jets, all other airplanes, boats, and even F1 race cars. The Pitot tube, invented in 1732 by Henri Pitot, is an unsung hero of aviation. It measures speed using fluid dynamics. Fancy, right? Here's how it works. Imagine sticking a straw out of a car window. The air rushes in and voila, you've got total pressure. Now, poke a few holes in the side. That's your static pressure. The difference? That's dynamic pressure, and it tells us the speed. Pitot tubes aren't just for planes. Boats use them too. And even F1 race cars. They're everywhere. But they have their quirks. Blockages from ice or debris can mess things up, and high angles of attack can cause errors. Luckily, modern Pitot tubes have heating elements to keep them clear. Did you know? Consuming a polar bear's liver can be deadly. Polar bear livers are packed with vitamin A, so much so that just a tiny bite can give you a toxic dose. It's called hypervitaminosis A, basically vitamin A overload. These Arctic giants gobble up seals, which are also loaded with vitamin A. Their bodies are cool with it, but ours? Not so much. Historically, poor Arctic explorers who didn't know better. They'd chow down on polar bear liver and bam, severe headaches, vomiting, even death. Indigenous communities knew the score and wisely avoided the stuff. So, next time you're planning a polar bear picnic, remember, better to stick with a PB and J. Did you know? The wheels of F1 cars are tethered. Back in 1998, F1 introduced wheel tethers after a few too many wheels took flight during crashes. Imagine trying to dodge a flying tire at 200 miles per hour. Initially, each wheel had just one tether, but the folks at the FIA decided to double up in 2011. Why? Redundancy, my dear Watson. If one tether snaps, the other's got your back. Some say there's even a third tether since 2018, but officially, it's two. These tethers are made from Xylon. Think of it like carbon fiber's tougher cousin. They can withstand around 5,500 kilograms of force. Routed through suspension arms and attached to the chassis, these bad boys aren't just hanging around. But here's the kicker. Despite all this tech, they're not foolproof. Wheels can still go AWOL in severe crashes. That's why the FIA keeps tweaking the rules. Did you know? The sun is white. The sun, our brilliant star, emits light across the entire spectrum, from radio waves to gamma rays. When all the colors of the rainbow combine, our eyes see it as white light. If you were an astronaut, you'd see the sun as dazzling white from space. But here on Earth, things get a bit more colorful. Thanks to our atmosphere, shorter wavelengths like blue and violet get scattered in all directions. This scattering makes the sky blue and leaves the sun looking yellow. When the sun is low on the horizon during sunrise or sunset, it has to pass through more atmosphere. More blue light scatters away, leaving us with stunning oranges and reds. So remember, while the sun might look yellow or orange from Earth, it's actually a brilliant white star shining in the cosmos. Like and subscribe for more fun facts.